something. Okay. I'm in South America. It's crazy. First time in South of America. I just don't believe my life. This is crazy. I'm here for business, let's say. And came here on my own solo trip, as I always do. I think I'm just realizing it. So I'm letting myself realizing the fact that I'm so fucking strong. Like, first, like, going to the other side of the world on your own. Oh my god. Okay, let's not even think about it. But yeah, I just, this trip is making me realize how much I've changed, how much I've grown, how much I've learned, and realize that I'm not the same person that I was before. Because I have a different reality, and I have this different reality because I chose to create a different reality for myself. Because right now I would be stuck in Italy, and I would be there if I would not challenge my reality, if I would not have if I would have not told myself, this is not okay, this is not what I want, this is not who I am, this is not the life that I want. And I mean, I've realized this some time ago, but like this time it's a little more intense, let's say, because actually things got, let's say, like first it was more like we were in the start, in the, how you say that, like in the basic package. Now we're in the premium, okay? And like, because I was traveling around Europe, and like going from another country to another and living different places, but only in Europe. Then I was in the US for a few months. Now I'm here, headed to Mexico, which I'm really excited about. I have some friends there, and yeah, it's really, my life is crazy. I like it, I love it, and I think the Nick of 15 years old would be like, what the fuck, man? How? Like, he would be, I know you're gonna make it, but I don't know how. But yeah, like, I always knew, like I'm not there where I want to be, like in the long term, of course. But like, I think I know this, like, I've gone through like big steps, and I'm proud of myself. And since 2019, 2021, something like that, I every day I'm happy. I'm happy. I love myself. I have people around me that loves me. And yeah, it's like up and downs, of course. But the problems, there's always going to be problems, but it's up to you deciding which kind of problems, Make it like and make it until the end of the month, like with like salary and paying like bills and stuff, or choosing if you like if you want to spend some more money for business class, and then maybe you'll do some calculation and see like like if it's worth it or not, and whatever. Those are my problems right now, and I created this reality where those are my problems because I decided to not live a life where I'm not happy. Like, life, there's more to life than just what you've been told. That's because that's how it is designed. the system and everything is just to keep you stuck and depressed and surrounded by the same people with the same thought that it's not even their thought, it's a thought that it's installed into them. And it's really hard to get out of this mindset, this like, what's it called? This indoctrination. But when you connect with yourself and you go deep within yourself and you start realizing and learning about yourself and knowing who am I, like what I really want. Do I really want to do this, or is it something that I've been told that I would have loved doing instead of doing something else? You know, like also recently I came to realize there's some things that I don't even care about anymore. It's like it's just, and that's because I've grown and I've realized that it was just conditioned. And yeah, it's like I know now what was like the main thing between all those things was the untapped opportunities and the fact that there was so much possibility and so many options, and like you can create whatever. And that's what I chase, I think. Like I'm trying to attract more, but I'm like what I've been chasing is like finding opportunities, untapped things, okay, for anything and everything that applies to life. Because that's when I feel you know that there's more and you can see that there's more. And that helps your brain also, like, you know, like if this is not what you want to do, like you can do something else. Like there's no problem. Like an abundant mindset with no scarcity, which I feel like when you grow like me, you know, in a like normal family, like, I mean, I was not on the street, but I'm not even rich. I was not even rich. So like middle class, let's say. Yeah, let's call middle class. I don't know, like normal Italian family with average income that cannot make it to the end of the month, I guess. I don't know how to call it. But there's this mindset that I developed during the years of like scarcity, of like, oh, there's not enough, or like don't open too much, don't let the water run for too long because then we have to pay for the water. Don't like close the lights and like there's no, like then we have to pay for the light and whatever. All this mindset of like there's not enough that I've developed, and I feel like I'm really like someone with that feels a lot, and it's really hard to not feel, and sometimes I have to shut myself off. But especially when you're a kid and everything, you're exposed, right? You're way more exposed, and you cannot control like what you let in your environment and your thoughts and whatsoever. And I feel like the scarcity mindset that, you know, my parents or like people like I was around me or whatever had, is because that's their reality. That's what they know, and that's what they've been taught, and that's okay. But it's really like realizing that you are in that reality, and then realizing that you can do something to change it, and then go out there and change it. It's a long process that some feel like it's impossible and don't even, you know, they don't try, or they like, oh yeah, it's not worth it, whatever, because that's still the scarcity mindset that like keeps coming and kicking in. And sometimes I still, you know, it still happens to me and everything, but I've learned how to see it when it happens. But what happened to me was, you know, like realizing like this is not what I want. This is not what I want to live my life. And I could see this from a young age, probably like 12 years old. Yeah, like 13 max. Like I already knew like something was like why should I work 9 to 5 and come home and feeling like shit, and not being able to even pay for the bill. Like it didn't make sense. Like I think critical thinking was like being like, yo, this is not okay. What the fuck? Like, you're on this earth. You're on this earth, and you're following someone else's rules that benefits them and not you and the people that actually do the work. You know, it never sounded right, but I didn't know what it was until, you know, the last few years. But yeah, so really proud of myself. I'm really excited for what's next, even though of course there's ups and downs every day. But yeah, I know I'm in the right path, even though, like, you know, as I was saying, you have up and downs every day, and you feel like, you know, and I feel like you, at some point, you have to become your own parent. Like, you have to put yourself, and maybe I'm pushing myself a little too much sometimes, and I burn out, and like, I'm like, just what the fuck? Like, why are you doing this to yourself and everything? But I feel like, you know, pushing myself and everything got me where I am today. And so it just doesn't feel like, if I let, of course you have to take some step back and breathe and, you know, but I think that's how I'm built. But maybe it's just like a limited belief that I have, that I need to literally hurt myself in order to you know, grow. But I noticed that I hurt myself, but I also hurt myself and sometimes don't grow because I don't let feelings in. I don't process it. Like, I hurt myself, but I don't process it. Because process it is more actually the hurting part, I guess. And I feel like every time I got hurt and I let my emotions, you know, speak out loud and like let everything out and processing everything, that's when you grow. So I need to work on that because I feel, you know, sometimes you gotta protect yourself, in general, especially if, you know, you don't have someone near you all the time that is also doing what you're doing. So that's also something I'm working on, trying to find people that are doing, are like connect with my mindset, and like we can, you know, we can do things together. And yeah, so of course I need to work on those things and see where that takes me. I don't know where it takes me. It will take me to good places, and yeah, I'm really excited about the future and the present, and I'm grateful. Another thing that's maybe like an Italian mindset is they always tell you that you cannot, that you have to be, how you say it, that you have to be happy no matter what for whatever you have. And that's it, like you cannot have more. You gotta be happy for that, and if you want more, you're like a bad person and whatever. This is like a mind, I don't have the word for this in English. This is like a mindset in Italy. And what I really realize is that, yes, you need to be grateful every day, but you can have more. You can have more because as an abundant mindset, you know there's more, right? But of course, you have to be grateful for what you currently have. And yeah, so don't let anyone tell you that you cannot have more, because there's more. It's just like, what they're trying to tell you is like, yeah, you know, be grateful for what you have so you can feel what you have and you don't get out of the touch of reality, I guess. And you're grounded and everything, and that's how so you get more. But yeah, so don't let scarcity mindset get in your way. That can come from you or from any other person, and you are enough. Okay, you are enough. You need to be like, you are enough. You are. Wait, that's not right. Okay, so let's say I'm enough. I'm grateful. I'm grounded, and I can have more, because the universe is infinite, and we are infinite human beings. But we are thought that we are not, because of course we have an expiring day. But do we know what happens after the expiring day? We don't know. We don't know. So. But we're an infinite, like energy. We are energy, and energy is infinite. So that's how you attract everything with energy. Energy is the key, I guess. But everything is key, because we are everything. Literally. Yeah. So let's see what's next.